So if only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who can have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. It's time for a change, gotta bounce up. The oppressor's about to get ousted. I'ma lay him out, execution style's too late for an apologetic claim. You rap that a cloak of flame, by God, it's overdoing your time is in the end. Locked out silent without sin. He put me on the planet for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled on with some pressures attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Farrakhan, backed by the honorable who sits at the pinnacle, who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the plentiful sinful. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Or kneels too late when the caps get filled. Don't believe it, TC type. Ruin hits close to home. You gotta act the bone, but it got the dome when it's on the zone. All red in my vision through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I fight. From above, I've been given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' win them all, so gon' pass the kite. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender.
Oh, I can't show these.
3 pound pressure, no weight.
I'll do a video on these. I can't show these.
No surrender. 3 pound pressure.
Oh, I can't show these. I can't show these.
This world is such a
I can't show these.
World, I don't mean in the ideal sense. I mean in the,
They'll block me from
every little thing.
they'll block me. It's enough that I taught Mad Dukels, right?
Everybody back off.
I can't show those.
Everybody's like, if you taught that from
I'll
school,
do a video.
Everywhere.
I'll
Big
do a
business.
video.
You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme. Push.
I want to try something.
Crush. That's how it all is, and it's like nobody ever stops.
I want to try something. Let's see what's all the hype. I want to see what this thing tastes like. Let's see if China got in the business of, obviously so, with the fake secrets, for, you know, and trying to do the poisoning thing. Let's see if the wimps went about it, or they did the right thing. 9 times out of 10, they did the wrong thing. So this is a hydrogenator. Let's see what happens. I cleaned it with lemon water. Vinegar works too, if you can deal with the taste. So I'm gonna let this go for 5 minutes. And then we'll see if the metallurgy is not given by the fake you-know-who. And it's toxins of heavy leads, mercuries and stuff forming. Or they did the right thing. We'll see. It's on that dummy, on that dumbass.
Time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart that's our sun, ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as our sun, ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once
True
we make
Meal video was
knowledge one is
excellent.
when
I didn't comment though.
Rose up, took a shower, purified my auric field, took copper for a wall to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some curls for sure, I've more to build. Solid foundation, my crown chakra.
Well put together.
Pound the pavement, sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child. Rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple, highest form, spiritualities, how you teach math a humble beach and still a beast. Now feel the beach raft, rain fire on them, and the internet phone.
Told you I was a wine connoisseur.
And the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quarrels. Establish Big Mom house so she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark.
I enjoyed it again. I learned a lot more this time.
Most social media
I would say 100% increase in what I learned.
Time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Raise the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks must we make. Knowledge one is when rhyme and bass drop. The next host, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk and fast. Most of them got vaccinated with chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grips in their cash. Sad cat, watch videos with other subliminals, predictive programming weirdos from menstrual shows. The land's contaminated, fruits and vegetables, black minerals, the water and skies I fry. Nuclear chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beats and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox. Off the chart, I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best part. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Raise the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make. Knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Raise the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make. Knowledge one is with the rhyme and bass drops.
What's going on, everybody? I didn't want to go too long. I figured over 5 minutes was good enough. So anyway, I received this book. Remember I spoke about Walter E. Williams. PDF, I got tired of looking at the screen. Some books I can't buy. It's just no way. You know, when you get up there around the $6,000, $10,000 mark, there's a reason why they cost that much. But this is Liberty versus the Tyranny of Socialism, Controversial Essays by Walter E. Williams. The Unyielding Defense of Personal Liberty. In this selected collection of his syndicate, don't worry, I'm reading what you saw in the thumbnail, all right? William Cooper. Of his syndicated newspaper columns, Walter E. Williams once again takes on the left wing's most sacred of cows with provocative insights and brutal honesty. He offers his sometimes controversial views on education, health, the environment and government, law and society, race, and a range of other topics, always with an uncompromising reverence for personal liberty and the principles laid out in our Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Do we want socialized medicine? Do peace treaties produce peace? What's wrong with education? Well, we should know that answer right now. What's discrimination? Do we really care about children? Is this the America we want? Williams answered these and other provocative questions with his usual unflinching candor. Although many of these thoughtful, hard-hitting essays focus on the growth of government and our loss of liberty, many others, key if you pay attention when I'm reading, loss of liberty, many others demonstrate how the tools of free market economics can be used to improve our lives in ways ordinary people can understand, not just in the realm of trade and the costs of goods and services, but in such diverse areas as racial discrimination, national defense, and even marriage. Now, y'all know they just signed off for another $160 billion to go to Ukraine. The war is only going on because of this fake-ass country, UK, and all these other fake-ass governments. You know that, right? Because the 90% of people here in this land don't want it. Now, the fake Zionists, they want it. They're the ones who are creating it. The sad part are the idiots who don the BDUs and go and fight these wars. Just like taking a jab. It's not Fauci's place. He is nobody to be saying what somebody should or should not take. And it's not some WHO and WHM or whatever. It's not their place as well. It's nobody's place. And you need to remember that. At least for my people. No, not discriminatory, because it's very discriminatory what's going on, but we know, and I don't say they don't control shit. They control what you allow them to control. And if you let that little crap give control when the national, which called 16 trillion, you pay more than anybody, spend more than anybody, and you're the most brokest. That money, you do know what it could have done for the homeless, the veterans, real medicine, tinctures, herbs, and everything else? Do you know what it could have done for the police departments? Undertrained. Look at the women that just shot into a house because the horn went off on a vehicle and the person moved to see who was at the friggin' window after they announced themselves. You know, these things are for real. Okay? But people base things upon their perception. Perception doesn't mean it's a needed requirement. It means it's how you see it. And how you see it doesn't mean that it's a fact. It's based upon your belief. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, not to cut the rug too long, because I'm trying to wait to see what this hydrogenated water does if they didn't put. Now I wanted to show you how it's made and what it looks like with the what you call plate that's in it that you can use to hydrogenate your vehicle to run off the gas. Actually, it gets very combustible. It has a funny aroma, so that's why I'm saying I hope this is one of the trick ones they sell, because you know they always have two ones. The one is going to go out to the people that may benefit them, and then the ones that's going to go to the people who may speak a little too much, talk too much, and their ergo, the effeminate, fake masculine men who want to control the world will make sure that you get that one, and then the parties to be would send those out. Now, I mean, I've been poisoned so many times. I would hope that they wouldn't be so stupid, because they get less than a week, if that's the case. Oh yeah, it's real, okay? That's like you idiots who work for the government sitting here watching. Big mistake. Whatever government that is you work for. It's not bad, but we'll see. Let's give it the 10-15 minutes required. Okay? Yes, live, mind you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into Behold a Pale Horse by Mr. William Cooper. You already know the book. It's been about 5-6 days. And remember now, excuse me, we're in Article, I believe, 6. Yes, we are. And the House of Representatives. We already covered the Senate. There's plenty of light, so it's them. Obviously, it's Verizon, because you know it's the government agency messing with the lighting and everything, because they're, you know, they're touched. Okay, I don't bite my tongue. All they have to do is let things be, but they're too stupid. They're actually being held in contempt. They just don't know it. So we're at section 6, okay, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna read down to we're going to read down to section 9, because section 9, let me make sure. When we get to section 9 is a very, very long, arduous detail. And it has in it itself, it's a lot of information. And that will take up an entire read. But from 6, 7, and 8 will be more than enough today. So let's go ahead and cover that. In section 6, approved legislation. And we're looking at that now, because obviously during the Super Bowl, they went in and they voted, and these fake Republicans, rhinos, whatever you want to call them, I'm tired of those terms, disrespecting animals, they went ahead and voted for this damn war crap when the people say no. That means that this moot, they shouldn't be there, because the fictional dollar stands, because they keep printing it, and we don't give it longevity, we don't give it the truth of its longevity and use, and that's as far as the necessities people believe that they have to have, like buying water and craps and all that stuff. That's the reason why they keep doing what they're doing, because your voice doesn't mean nothing. So, approved legislation, not objected to by the Senate within the allotted time, should be presented to the president for his approval or disapproval. Well, we already know he's treasonous and a fraud. And if the president disapproved, and 3/4 of the House membership still approve, it should become law. The names of those voting for, okay, and against should be recorded. That means like a stenographer taken down as far as latter use. Bills not returned within 11 days shall become law. Okay? Now in section 7, the president may have 30 days to consider measures approved by the House. unless they shall have been submitted 12 days previous to adjournment. Okay, when they hit the gavel, you know, and they said let's adjourn for however long, week, shut down, whatever it is, the goofy stuff they do to be well informed to what their next position and move is, because they're all puppets. Ergo, now you get Section 7. Okay, unless they've been submitted and, you know, bills not returned within 11 days shall become law. Anyway, Section 7, and a lot of those will sit up on the desk and never be seen, and so they become law illegally. Section 8, the House should consider promptly the annual budget. If there be objection, it shall be notified to the planning board. Now the board shall then resubmit through the president, and with his comments, it should be returned to the House. If there still be an objection by a 2/3 majority, the House shall prevail. Objections must be by whole title, and titles not objected to when voted on shall constitute appropriation. Okay? In the military, I remember we used to do all that pork barrel spending, just like this fictional government, wasting your tax-paying money. That's why it is not a, it is, well, they lock people up, but a lot of people they locked up are actors, and then they come after you, and you subjugate yourselves by making a contract to a lie, by responding without knowing that, no, I did not ask for this, I don't stand for this, and I do not parlay with this. You must know that there is a way to convene, even if the person is unaware of what you state. By stating it, especially if you record it in this time and age, it will stand. Next, we'll be getting into Section 9, which we're not going to do because it is roughly a page and a quarter of a page of information. That right there was a paragraph and alone, those 3 parts, and I just wanted to bring you up to par on that. How do I feel? It's about 60-something degrees. Windows are open. It's pretty warm. As far as hydrogenated water, which I've had before, I would not say it's the greatest. This one, they have quite a few of them out there. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's the greatest thing. Like I said, you want to soak it for 5 to 10 minutes. I would prefer you use lemon, maybe vinegar, but make sure you know what kind of plate is in it, with the ions, because all it does is add a molecular hydrogen to the already water, which is HO2, so it has 2 hydrogens. So it makes it like HO3, which you get in watermelon, cantaloupe, fruits, and stuff like that. And it does it by electrolysis. So running it past that that plate. And as you can see, the bubbles in there would allude it to supposedly be HO3, hydrogen water, or hydrogenated water. So yeah, I probably should have soaked it a little longer. I won't drink the rest of this. I'll pour this out and I'll give it a vinegar wash, and I'll let it soak in a little bit of lime water for about 20 minutes, and then I'll take a look at the plate to see if it's galvanized, meaning pitting and stuff. That'll let me know exactly what they did when they made this. It's supposed to feel a little energetic. They say a build period. That is a lie. You can breathe and oxygenate your blood, which gives you a lot of energy, helps your metabolism, as long as you don't have too many chemicals running around like a slurry in your system. I just thought that you might want to know. And there's many other things. I'm not no fake doctor and all this other crap to push narratives and then to turn around after CB's dead to start pushing greens and all that crap. I'm speaking from a base of knowledge or knowing. Okay? A lot of them Chinese made, as if we couldn't make that our damn selves. Obviously, we were the ones making cars that ran on water long ago that they hid because they wanted you to, you know, poison the air and everything else. But yeah, it's been about 7, almost 8 minutes of me drinking it, right? You don't want to have in your mind that something's going to happen. But like I said, I'll pour this out. I'll break it all the way down. And you still see bubbles forming. We can run it one more time just to see what happens. I just want you to see what it looks like when it's hydrogenating. But what is coming off of the plates? What kind of plates are they? Like I said, these people are very stupid, but they believe you're dumber. I'm just doing it for you in case you ever want to purchase one. It's not a problem hydrogenating your water. It's actually beneficial. Yet it's not a filter. It doesn't filter. It doesn't cook and boil the water, which you wouldn't want. You would not want that, because then you create, if you were using tap water, you take the fluoride and turn it into fluorine. I hope you looked that up. And if they changed it, that means, oh, they don't want you to know, they want you to do. So every time you boil tap water and make tea and coffee, you know what you're drinking? You know how many more years or days or weeks you're taking off of your life? Look into it. Somebody pull it up and share it within the chat. Fluoride and water boiled becomes fluorine. And what is the benefits? Well, what's the pros or the cons? Please. Supposedly hydrogenated. And I guess you already know what the blue light's supposed to do from the LEDs. Hey, Kuramia, what's up, beloved? Delusion, yeah, that was excellent. Excellent. Well put together, beloved. Herbo. Star City. Ocelot. Yeah, we still surfing the wave, beloved. You already know. I appreciate it, Cure Meal. Yeah, I attempt to get as many people over to Cure Meals too, for the lazy people, you know, to get over there and sit down and pay attention. He puts his stuff together very well. Drop 432. There's a number of individuals. Even Lex World with his crazy ass. I like how he puts his stuff together. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody coming up. Let me say shalom. Appreciate you. All right. But these things right here, I actually have another one. I'm not even opening that one. It's made here in America, I think Oklahoma, or I'll look at it. And I might, when I show you what I can't show on here, because they would, they would probably be like, oh, we got him. We got him. You know, we got him. And even regardless of it being for whatever it is, it could be used for nefarious reasons. Anything can. I mean, ammonia and baking soda can be used for nefarious reasons, if you know chemistry. I'm not telling you, I don't push nothing, I'm not showing you, I'm speaking. And it's, you can say hypothetically, you can do the research, okay? But these right here, when I talk about the lure I built, show you the breakdown of how it functioned and everything. Like, it functioned phenomenal. I didn't have to run a whole 100, 3 pounds, 100 through it. It performed with the 60. So we're roughly, this is running, most of these usually run for about 5 minutes. This one runs roughly 3 minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes. But as you can see, very hydrogenated. Now let me hear. It doesn't go all the way, it'll okay, I should have put it on a little tighter. We're going to do it again. I'm going to pour this out. I'm going to run it again. And I'm going to see what the pressure's like. Because hydrogen is a gas. You literally could take hydrogen and fill a balloon up and it would float away. It's lighter than air. If you had a way to convert that space into a smaller space and then be able to have a circuit to deliver it into another, vice to put it into a balloon or something like that. It literally would be hydrogen gas. For those who get into the chemistry of things, you know what I mean? Lex is disrespectful client. Yeah, I know. He prayed for drop and I get hit with like, oh, he did? I didn't know that. Well, thank you. Then I'll just leave him be because we don't do that for each other. Thank you. I didn't know that. Appreciate that. We don't wish that on one another. That's disturbing. Maybe he got some bad weed or that his wife or whatever it is, he called, maybe, I don't know. That's not appropriate. He really did that. Wow. That sounds like envy. That's not good. So I used to tell people to go and just check out some of his old stuff. I mean, he did have some informative stuff, but to do that, that's very, very disrespectful. That is not good. Yeah. I'm gonna have to say something. I'm gonna have to ask him what is his issue. And if he comes at me, I'll just tear him up. Especially when you've been telling people, like, as far as information-wise, you know how I am. I'll say, look, just go look at the information. The guy, he burps and farts on camera. I mean, he's kind of stupid. He's stupid. 4 years ago. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Wow. That's pretty pathetic. I always say if you got an issue with a person, just let them be. But make sure if you have an issue that it's not, like some people have an issue with themselves, how they're living, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm not too big on him dressing like Goku and Super Saiyan and all that kind of nonsense. Yet, I don't let it rent no space, but that is not cool. Yeah, he is very messed up. He is pretty messed up. Yeah, that is bad. Very bad. All right, let's see. It should be shutting down here in a minute with his out of control anger. And yeah, bipolar. Yeah, he is very bipolar. That is a fact. I remember one time he was it was about 3 or 4 years, 5 years ago or something. I remember I was in the res, right? And I remember somebody was asking him questions, and he was just going off the hinge on him. And you know me, I was just watching to see kind of what kind of information he was putting out. And I remember sometimes hitting him up and saying, you should really go back and read that again. Because you're just reading verbatim, and then you're trying to break something down you really know nothing about. But I always still like the fact that he would dig so deep. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can't. No, I can't tolerate that. Yeah, I'll leave that next cat alone if he's doing if he's doing all that. If he still stands on that kind of nonsense. Okay, let's see. Yeah, pressure. So that's hydrogen gas. That pressure I just released, right? That's hydrogen. That gas right there, yeah, hydrogen. And if you can take that and you can crush it, whoo, child, we'll pour this out. And we're gonna give it like I said, I'm gonna give it a good soaking and then rinse. I'm gonna soak it in lemon water for about 20-25 minutes, and then I'm gonna give it a vinegar water rinse. And it's fully charged, and then I'm gonna turn it upside down. I'm gonna take a brand new kitchen cloth, wipe it all down so it's not spotted. Make sure the cloths I have are cotton; they don't have no lint and stuff on it. Let it dry out, and then I'll go ahead and make it again later when I come back on to read Howdy Mikowski's and Howdy Mikowski and Heaven Bearers, and we'll see. I'll do it again for you, and we'll see if the taste changes. Now, whenever you buy something like that, if you decide to purchase it, clean it. Always clean anything you get. If you buy new clothes, especially online, especially coming with synthetic stuff, wash it good. Now, I don't use regular bleach. I use hydrogen peroxide to wash my whites, and I don't care about all that whiteness and stuff. I have things they stay pretty white. And when it comes to clothes, I don't use phosphates and stuff. They have this stuff that me and Snoo and a few other people bought. They're these little pods, biodegradable, and it's all plant-based, all of it. And they work excellent. You put one of them little tiny pods into a full wash or two, and it's phenomenal. Remember the USCD ceasefire in no time. Okay. If you ask him, you'll see. No, I believe it. Apologies for bringing it on. No apologies required, bro. I appreciate that. Need to know these things. This is what we're supposed to do. Marcus Williams, what's up, beloved? No, man, I'm going to go over there and see if he's still being an idiot. You know what I'm saying? If he is, matter of fact, let me see something. Let me see. Because, he, I'm all about information. I don't care about people's minimalitude, I call it. But, if he's still moving like that, let's turn this off. We're going to leave it on. I want to play something else. Let's pull it up and see what's going on with this character. Even if he's even on there. Because, okay, he's still on there, I guess. Negrito Asian family groups and their relation to the Negro. Zion, Xi'an, and the Chinese pyramids. Oh, you ain't saying nothing new. Let me see here. Mekong River, the dragons of the Nile of ancient Egypt. I'll have to go back, but I will definitely. And he's still dressing with that weird clothes. He's still dressing with that weird clothes. So yeah, I did not know that, brother. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that, man. I did not know that. No, man, that's not cool. I'm looking at his page right now. He hasn't broke down the word Negroes yet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I used to watch him, and that was another reason why people were telling me to go live, because he wasn't. He would read, but he wouldn't talk about. He wouldn't discuss. Well, he didn't know how we got to certain ways. I remember 7 years ago, he did this one called "The Devil's Children Conquered the Children of the Bible," but he mismanaged the information. What they did was, when you see the pointy hats and all that, that comes from us. We were the first to fall, but the thing is, we fell everywhere in succession, and he doesn't know that. So whenever you see this stuff in Italy, down in South America, blah blah blah, like when I was talking about the Emperor of Mexico, people don't know the truth, and he was making sure that their offsprings would believe and accept the national. It's like the fake Jews in Palestine. They've been nurtured over the last 70 years to believe they are actually from Shem and this, that, and other, when over 80% of them are converts and the rest of them are Gujars, and so on. They're not the real anything, but they're the same, like Hindus and Persians. The New Age ones. The lands they conquered, they've adapted. It's like a succubus, and they become the people, but they're not the people. Like people, the remnant of their bloodline is so minute because they did very perverse things to the original people. Like I said, the Vatican under there, those are the original people of Rome. The bones still give off energy. This is well known, even by carbon dating alone. You know, it's just not the fact that your 7 ounces goes, like when you're conception, light is there when it's during conception, and when you pass. And they want to allude it to DMTs, this, that, and the other. It's bigger than people can imagine. And so whenever I used to look at some of the things that he would broach upon, I would sit there and be like, he's very informative as far as finding the information. But the narrative of painting a picture is, he's very slothful. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not going to respect people like that. I just unfollow them too. So I'm not going to I just unfollow them. I'm not going to respect people like that, that go striking out at people who are here to better one another. You know what I'm saying? You'll see why. Silly made up reasons. He not good people. I just unsubscribed from him. I didn't know it. I don't get, even though I'm subscribed to him, I never got his notifications anyway. And he calls an Asian foreigner Mongol. He's so wrong. He's done lies just to slander me and accuse me of being a Mason. He did lives to shame drop. That's weakness. That is pure weakness. That is very effeminate. Maybe he should stop drinking that orange soda he likes to drink. You know, it's got a lot of phosphates and chemicals in there that can give that hyper attention deficit disorder, as well as a few other, things. But yeah. So I guess y'all heard it. So he will not be in the literary. He's not in the, as far as the he's definitely not in my as far as everybody else's information. If you want to follow or see or purchase or whatever else. How can anyone hate on drop? And yeah, that's just, yeah, pale skin. Yeah, and his pale skin wife. I know. Like the Officer Tatum type thing. I know. And it's sad. I do my best not to get caught up, you know me, about crayons and all that crap, because that's not, I don't have to actually, but the thing is, most people, when they get into a place, and it's like when I used to ride the 2 and the 6 train, the D, the in New York, we used to get a lot of people from the Caribbeans carrying the Bible, and we knew they were mentally unstable, but they carried the Bible and they would ride through 6 or several stops, and they would look around, and my sisters over there got some big old badonkadunks, very nice. Anyway, right? And the first thing he would start talking about is booties. He's holding the Bible, ain't opened up nothing. He's wearing this. And there's one. I'm talking about one specifically, but I've seen several of them. And they will be going on about booties. Why? And they start talking about, they say, white man, why is your penis so small? And blah, blah. They would go on these perverse tirades. And I'd be like, I would just sit up, him not knowing I'm a guardian angel. And as long as he's not being physical, I wouldn't say nothing. Just watch and listen. As long as he don't move wrong, I wouldn't have to go over to him and say, you need to calm down. Because next I'll be snatching him up, put him in a, you know what I'm saying, and choking him out. And then donning my, because I always kept my red beret on me with my 13 and beads and you know, and people knew me and they were like, oh, Red's on here. You know what I'm saying? At 275 pounds, 5'10", and lifting back, so you know, at that time, lifting the back of Volkswagens, you know, where the motor's at, lifting them off the ground. Yeah, I would have, you know what I mean? But I would just always listen and see. And then you would have the other ones look like, you know, crack got the best of them. And I don't make no fun of that. It's a sad position. And a lot of people are chemically unstable, you know what I'm saying? No, I unsubscribed from him. Just because he looked more, he's had one of his parents, yeah, he doesn't have air to judge anybody. Nobody should be judging anybody. But yeah, I unsubscribe to him, so I don't need his information at all. I just like, you know how we all have people that will follow our accounts, and they respect how we deliver. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll rile the people. 3 years of stand-up comedy. There are times when I'm, you know, I mean, I am a very violent individual when pressed. Yet I'll check people's masculinity and stuff. You know, I'll check their masculinity and challenge them, because I used to catch a flight or drive and knock on people's doors. But I'm not gonna waste my time with him, brother. Yeah, he's dead weight. So if I ever see something, or if you was to come over and hit me up in what you call it and say, you're Red, you know what, this fool just put a video out, and I'll be like, okay, let me go and check it out. No emotions or feelings. And I'll correct him, and if he carries on, then I'll just call him for what he is. Now look at this. See, it is hydrogenated. See that? And that was just me going like that. See? All right, so it is hydrogenated. I don't believe, let me see if it's in gas. You heard this key, but so it's still gas giving you it off. So that's pretty decent, but we're gonna wash it out. All right. And the water that I use is the water that I purified with chocolate. Wait, with chocolate. I got that chocolate. I haven't eaten it. I'm scared. Anyway, yeah, y'all know me. Caffeine just does me wrong, just like sugar, right? So I use this. This is the water I run through my. I know Rondo's seen it. I have a water purifier downstairs that because the things came from China. What I did was open them up, and I put my charcoal, I put the sand that I bought, my silica foam based sand, and then I put which is a cotton. They're like these plant discs, like kelp, and I put those. You can buy those in it. I moved everything out of it. Did the bleach, did the lemon water to remove the bleach residue, wiped it out with a brand new cotton duster. I put all that in there, and I run mine through there, and my water tastes sweet because of the minerals, the kelp, the seaweed, blah blah blah. But so I knew that it wouldn't have that metal taste like everybody's saying. So I know, because I had already did the lemon wash. But I'm going to go ahead and put that into a 15, 20, maybe 25, whatever I choose, right? Lemon water, and then I'm going to do a vinegar rinse on the bottom piece alone. So that means I'm going to fill it up with apple cider vinegar. All you use clear if it's natural. Vinegar, and let it sit there for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to go back with a little pen light, and I'm going to look see if the metal, plate that helps the electrolysis when the electricity runs through it to oxygenate, that gives off that third particle for the hydrogen. And I'm gonna see if it galvanizes, if it pits. If it pits, that means there's something wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll just call the company or write them and say, what are you selling? Garbage? Everybody wants to make $1. You know, and then I'll put the review out there, and I'll go and I'll talk on the platforms about the certain brand. You know, and it'll get around. You know what I'm saying? And if it doesn't, if it's good, then I'll let you know. So I'm still here. I'm still breathing. It's still 39 minutes later. I don't feel angst or anything like that. Okay. But some things, you know, metals are different. Okay. Metals are very different. Remember that. Okay. And they're not good. Man, I cut my face. I think it was the cat when the cat was jumping up trying to grab me. He was playing on the thing and I kept messing with him. So it had me laughing. So remember to do those things. You know what I'm saying? That water, yeah, man. You already know. P. Diddy, Papa D, Bernard Teller. What's up, beloveds? What's cracking? No, I appreciate it, brother. No, I get on him, man. You know how I am, cause because he looks more melanated and she's a pale skin. Well, yeah, I wonder what kind of pale skin she is. Like, is she from us or is she one of them? That's the majority, you know? And they're broken, but there's a lot of them that got a good heart in them, you know what I'm saying? And they want to belong, but they've been confused and conflicted like so many others. That's something I know from traveling the world, this world, and the people I sit down with. In the 80s, I sit down and talk with people in the 80s, 90s, 100s. And whether it be in Germany or whatever, and that's how I learned a lot of things, you know? I remember this one guy, Dusseldorf. He was about 98 years old, and he used to look when he see me coming. He used to laugh because the girl from yeah, you already know, Amsterdam, Holland, who I met in Kiel, Germany. But she used to follow me everywhere, Scotland, everywhere I go. She was rich. She'd follow. She's got my oldest daughter, and she's pretty dark. And he would say, it's funny how we exist, and yet we killed off most of the original people here. And I used to look at him like, what? Oh my parents and them, they came here and they subjugated and murdered all the people here, the original people. You know what it's like to go back to the ship and not say nothing, and have to walk with your mouth bound like this? Man, you're a petty officer and you get a couple of your homeboys. You're looking around, you're in between the bunks and the coffins. Yo, check this out. I want y'all to come out tomorrow, right? Who got duty? Y'all all off? I want y'all to come and meet this old dude, man. He's like damn near 1,000 years old. I want you to listen to what he got to say. And when we get up in the house, he'd be like, hey, can y'all make me a sandwich? Motherfucker. Make you a sandwich. Man, we here to hear what you got to say. We do it anyway. He's old. And my boys, we all walk back like this. We ain't say nothing. We ain't say nothing to nobody. And like Chief Dupree and all of them, they would look at us and know, you learned something. Be like, just get that Benny Hill, the little short dude's face. I'm serious, man. I know so much crap, man. It's like, just from being in the Navy and traveling and world cruises and Chile, Ecuador, everywhere we've been, pulling in a port, and some goofy city, they run off and just want to buy poontang and try and finesse, you know what I'm saying? Just stupid. We're busy looking at the billboards trying to see if there's a family that'll sit there and honor one of us, honor us to stay with them for a few days if we got a few days, we don't have no duty or we don't have to do no, deck watch or all that or MP or whatever, shore patrol or whatever. We all had to do all that. Some of the worst job, man, when you get dealing with drunks, man. But we go out there and we stay with some families, and see what that culture is like, what has changed, and then always talk with the elders, because there's a lot of things sometimes they wanted to get off their chest, and they were very informative. And I don't think, because the government used to tell us don't go to the red light districts, but everywhere they dropped us off at was a red light district, where it was alcohol, booze, prostitution, and fast food restaurants and the worst damn food. Then we go to the was they telling us the red lights where you say it's unsafe, and we got nothing but love, man. We played our hip hop, break dancing and stuff. We took break dancing around the world, y'all. But I was in France. I was sitting out where there's no squids, no marines. I'm out there eating baguettes, reading some old ass books, what I'm saying, doing a siesta, and the lady come out and give me a big kiss, Helga in Germany, then wherever I went, man, it was always the same thing, man. In Greece, and how old man saying Greece was everywhere. I was like, oh, I know, Tartary, and he would smile. I'm sitting there going, y'all don't know what it was like. Like, the 80s was the last avant-garde of listening to those who knew. Y'all don't get it. That's the information that I have to share, the stories to tell. You know what I'm saying? It's heavy. It's heavy. And I just can't put everything out there. You know what I mean? It's like, You know who our storytellers were? We had major libraries, but the stories were oral. The history, everything was oral. The enemy knew that, so they monopolized on it. Yet it was right there in front of everybody's face. When I started showing people at Indian training schools, and people were like, what is that? I was like, wow. I says, you unaware that in St. Augustine, the first border school was not one of these buildings that I call it, what do they call it when the people, squatters' right. That's all the buildings they saw they did, but they took over ownership because they said we didn't own nothing. Well, how are we supposed to own something when we belong to it? Anyway, that's the hijack. But St. Augustine had the first border school, and it was to learn from our people. Them coming here, sitting with the young ones, and learning. And the first thing when I went down there and I went to this little shack they said the children used to be, I said, no, it used to be 10, I said, no, this used to be 10 or 12 grown folks here listening from the locals here, the Seminoles or whoever you want to call them at the time. They weren't called Seminoles until the wars happened, so y'all need to know this, which Seminoles means something, but I'm just waiting for all these so-called Yamasee and all of them to start spewing it, you know what I mean? Anyway, they don't know no better. Anywho, and I would sit in some of those seats and the people would see me start sweating. And I'd be like, yeah, this was a bad thing. And they were, what, slavery? This wasn't no slaves. It was a slave sitting here learning. A bunch of pale skins. New breeds. How do you know that? I just feel it. Then I used to go over to the Star Fort with the remnants of the Star Fort. And I used to look at everything. I used to touch and listen put my head to the walls, and everybody used to look at me like I was crazy. Even my wife, she was like, I says, you hear the ocean, but you don't hear the words. And people said something wrong with him. But then there were people like, no, Red be on them ships, and he'd walk, and he'll stop. And come to find out somebody died right there when they go and research it. I don't know nothing. And he'd be like, why you stop? And I'd be, stop. I'll just be stopped, you know? And then I keep walking. And I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, you live in a world of many, many things. And because you wasn't nurtured, and because they made sure you couldn't remember right away or never, you accept what they give, what they doll out. It's not good. But yeah, cure me. I'm gonna go over there and check out. I'm gonna go on scroll down and see if I can find it. If he was smart, he probably took it down. If he's dumb, it's still there. And I'm going to go and say something. All right, beloved? Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming. Appreciate you letting me know that, bro. Hey, let me get off of here. 47 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and chill out. I'm going to come back 9 o'clock tonight. If y'all have Instagram, because that's where Urban Indian and his wife Phoenix, they do it. They're live there. I'll be going on that live at 9. So I know it's 2-hour difference. That'll be 7 o'clock where I'm at. 9 o'clock because he's on the East Coast. I'm over here pretty much the West Coast. I'm in Arizona. It's right, you know. So again, if you have Instagram and you follow the account that I have over there, 9 o'clock, I'll be on the Urban Indian. I'm waiting for him to set it up so I can share it, and I'll make sure to share it everywhere I can. And if you want, you can tap on in and come and check out his live and the things that he's going to discuss and talk about. All right? This is number love, beloved sisters when they show up, and the brothers 2 and the 1. We protect the energy. The energy allows us to be powerful, so that way we can move as we're supposed to. All right, au revoir, and I'll see y'all 5 o'clock. All right, it'll be a quick read, and then get ready for the live.